Hey, Nelson, alcoholic addict. That is not my real name. That's my pen name that I use here at LOL Sober. Have you heard of an app called We Croak? Croak, croak, like die. There's an app called We Croak. And I had never heard of this app until a friend described it to me. And it is an app that exists to remind you 5 times every day that you are going to die. you get an alert at unexpected times, at unexpected intervals, and it simply tells you in different ways, different sentences, that someday you will die. You will not live forever. My first thought was, oh my God, who in the hell wants that in their life? Then I read a little bit about the impact it has had on people, and I gotta say I kind of get it now. The app, it says its goal is to remind you of your mortality and that you should take deep breaths, meditate, contemplate the beauty of not being dead, and be present in your life right here, right now. That's all that matters, right here, right now. And still was thinking I did not need to sign up to be reminded of that it is so morbid that I couldn't see how it could possibly be beneficial. It's kind of the ultimate Debbie Downer, just 5 times per day, like, wah, wah, you're cruising through your day and everything's going well, and your phone buzzes and tells you that, like, you're going to be worm food someday. But a little later, the day when I heard about this app, my 7-year-old was doing what 7-year-olds do sometimes, which is stand outside the bathroom while I was taking a shower and yell, "Dad, Dad, 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 Dad," until I was ready to pull my hair out. And I stopped the shower and got out. I wanted to make sure the house wasn't on fire. And the problem was she needed a cup of chocolate milk. The house was not on fire. And it's like just irritating, right? It's like I felt my neck start to tighten and my lips squeezed together, and I wanted to yell at her, like, come on. And then I remembered the We Croak thing, and it had like a weirdly helpful impact on me, because the more I thought about it, the more I realized, the concept of, you're going to die someday. The impact of that on me is it just gives me perspective. And at this stage in my sobriety, I rarely crave drugs and alcohol. It's not an obsession for me anymore, but I do lose perspective on a regular basis, like once an hour, maybe more. And I would say, like, think about the last 3 times you've been really, really irritated. How many of those times can you look back and think, maybe you overreacted a little bit. Maybe you took that email or that offhanded comment or the dog shit in your yard. Maybe you took it all a little bit too personally. I know that's the case with me. It does not take much for me to be cruising along, having a nice day, and then get totally distracted and obsessed with something else. It happens a lot with kids. I have 2 teenagers, and they routinely will just get really mad about something and stomp out of the room. And is my first thought, hey, teenagers have it pretty rough in the world, don't they? My teenagers are actually amazing kids who are kind and get good grades and treat people well. So just let it go. That is not the first thing. It's not my instinct there. I want to yell at them, tell them to get their crap together and calm down, all the other stuff. And so perspective can go right out the window with the smallest nudge. Right now I'm getting to about 4 meetings a week right now, and I always have good perspective coming out of meetings. I always heard the saying that if you went to a big recovery meeting and everybody put their problems in the middle of the room, you'd usually end up taking yours back and being happy about it. And so I thought about whether to get the We Croak app. I'm still thinking about it, trying to figure out whether it would actually help me. I think it probably would, but I am going to hold off for now. I have I have teenagers who yell at me enough, and I think I can live without my phone yelling at me. Not just yelling at me, but that you're going to die, sir. Sir, you will not live forever. I think I'm going to hold off for now. So thanks for letting me share.